from the shores of Lake Eva in Haines City. It is the third leg of the Triple Crown of BBQ in Polk County. It must mean ribs on the ridge. We've got interviews. We've got the smell and taste and the looks of great food. You know, somewhere there's a saying that says, if you're not in first place, the view is always the same. That, or if you're what?
If you ain't first, you're last.
Yeah, so that's Ricky Bobby stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
So, first place so far after 2 events. Dave, Dick, what's the name of the group you're with?
My team name is Ham Squad.
And here's the cool thing. Are you ready for this? Where'd you come in from?
Virginia. I'm from Gloucester, Virginia, up on the east coast of Virginia.
So tell me a little bit about, so you'll be at all 3 events. You've been down here the whole time.
Yep.
How's that working out for you?
It's great. Having a great time. I actually went to college down in Tampa, so I'm from the area, and have some friends here. And I said, you know what? I'm going to come down for the month and cook some barbecue and hang out with some friends. And I've been here, like you said, before Lakeland and done all 3 events.
We announced the Triple Crown back in November-ish.
Yeah.
So you knew a little bit about it, so that's a little bit. So tell me a little bit about the competition so far. We had Lakeland and we had Davenport last weekend, and today, ribs on the ridge.
So as far as the competition goes, I'd done Lakeland before. I did that last year. It didn't do so well. So I came really for redemption on that one, and I did really well. I got second overall at that event, and it just carried over. I know we had that one event that unfortunately had to cancel, but Davenport stepped up and took that event, which was awesome. So did well last week, and just hoping to kind of finish out strong.
So being a Florida boy, did you take the flavor to Virginia, or did you bring the Virginia flavor to Florida?
I have to give credit to Virginia. I'm from Virginia. I went to college in Florida, but I think I brought the flavor down from the Mid-Atlantic's a pretty strong area for barbecue. So I would say that I've been doing this for a little over 3 years now. I started in the backyard division. As if you're following along, they have a backyard and a master division. So I moved up within the last 2 years, and it's been a successful run so far.
So what's the hardest part for you? As far as what's your strongest part that you're competing in, and what's your weakest part?
That's a good question. So in the Mid-Atlantic, when we do barbecue for backyard, we just do chicken and ribs. Down here they do all 4 meats. So one of the things that I struggled with moving into the Master Series was conquering the pork and the brisket. Chicken has always been my best category, and it has been consistent. I would say right now pork is probably the one that I'm struggling the most with, but I've been doing really well in brisket. So I'm going to try to finish strong with brisket and chicken, and hopefully those will carry my overall score for the whole weekend.
So with this being a KCBS, is that what you normally compete in?
Yeah, I do KCBS. Like I said, I did the backyard KCBS for years. In 2022, I won the world championship for the backyard division, and just have kind of moved up. And there's a lot more master division contests near me up in Virginia. So it was more of a convenience thing to start doing the 4 meat. But it's one of the things that I like because I have that consistency week after week. I know what standards I'm cooking to.
So next year, if you manage a podium finish or keep that first place, does that mean you're going to come back?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, I'll be back. And it's great. Like I say, my uncle lives a mile from Davenport. He's right down the street. So it was nice getting to see him on his birthday and stuff like that. So, and it's a great time of year. What else am I going to be doing up in Virginia, sitting in my house when it's 25 degrees outside? I'd much rather be in Florida.
I've been catching trouble from the boys back in the studio. I've been to 2 events, and I haven't taken them any kind of barbecue whatsoever.
Oh,
yeah.
You're gonna need to fix that.
Yeah, redemption, I believe, is what they call it.
So one of the things that I think a lot of people don't realize is most of us don't sell to the public.
Oh, yeah,
we kind of do our own thing, and we turn into the judges, but we always have leftovers.
Yeah.
So if you ever see me at a competition, don't ever hesitate to ask, "Hey, Dave, can I have some bar?"
Hook
it's
a brother
too much
up.
for me to bring home. So I would be happy.
Yeah,
to give you
it
guys
blew me
some.
away in talking with Out at Pigfest.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, man, what we don't turn in, we just give away. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm cooking 16 pieces of chicken. I'm turning in 6.
Yeah.
I'm cooking 4 racks of ribs. I'm turning in at least 6, right?
Yeah.
I might be turning in 8 bones. Pork, I'm cooking 3 or 4 pork butts. And then brisket's a little bit more expensive because we're cooking a Wagyu brisket.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Well, Dave, good luck with the competition, and hopefully we'll see you back down here next year.
Yep, absolutely. Thanks again.
Seems like old times. Our buddy Gerald Richardson, you might have seen him from Sports Central. He's got a new gig with Haines City Park and Recreation. Man, you guys know how to put on a party.
Yeah, it's not our first rodeo.
Yeah.
16th annual here, Ribs on the Ridge here in City of Haines City. So not our first rodeo.
Yeah, we were privy to go into the meeting for the competition tonight. Everybody all excited about everything that's going on. This is the first time we've ever caught it at night, too, man.
Yeah.
Great bands going on, got great food. Talk to me a little bit about what it takes to put on an event like this.
Yeah, obviously I'm just one guy.
Yeah.
I don't do all the work that needs to be done. I kind of help lead, but man, it takes a huge staff. We got a great staff here at the City of Haines City, as well as sponsors that help as well. Miracle Toyota,
I
Visit
couldn't help
Central
Florida. They're right over our shoulder.
Yeah.
You couldn't miss that one, could you?
Yeah, Miracle Toyota is fabulous. They do a ton for us here at the City of Haines City.
So, only been out here during the day. The nighttime is a little bit. You're from here. My blood is thinned out. I'm a little cold.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about folks that coming out, what they can expect.
Yeah, this is, as I mentioned, our 16th year, but this is last several years, actually, we've been one day, Saturday only, so you talk about Friday night.
Yep.
We bought back Friday night this year, and as you mentioned, we got entertainers out here, food, we got marketplace vendors, there's all kind of things out here. We have a kids zone, bring the kids out, they can enjoy it.
And when you took this gig, it had to be in the back of your head, this park is fantastic. Between the park itself, the aquatic center, basketball courts, the stage, and then, of course, the Taj Mahal over there.
Yeah.
This is a great place to have a party.
Yeah, it is. Haines City has pretty much anything you can think of to offer. As you mentioned, the Taj Mahal, our event center there, have a huge event tomorrow going on there. Seems like every 3 or 4 days, something huge going on there. But our aquatic center is one of the best in the county. Community center, basketball, volleyball, the Great Lawn here. So many events that we do here, and then the stage. It's phenomenal.
And I would be remiss if I didn't bring up the third leg of the Triple Crown. You guys finish it off. Somebody's going out of here with a little bit more cash and bragging rights. I saw that trophy. That's pretty bad.
Yeah, pretty awesome. When the county approached us about the Triple Crown this year, they're looking to put together. We were extremely excited. Even more excited to be the third leg. Obviously, the final one. Guys are here competing and trying to get that extra cash. Obviously, get cash for this competition, but the additional cash for the points. So just bringing out really I'm not going to say it's easy to win one competition, but to be able to prolong for 3 events and be at the top after 3 events really says something about the quality.
Yeah, and we talked to the guy from Virginia, Dave. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he's been down here for. He said he'll be down here for a little over a month by the time he goes home, and he came in specifically for this.
Yeah, This is the Triple Crown is really really seen a big increase in our event this year. Really, teams out of state. I mean, as you mentioned, Virginia. We got some that came from Missouri, Texas. I think there's a couple from Georgia. Obviously, a plethora from Florida. Polk County teams here. Obviously, as we all know, Polk County and barbecue goes hand in hand.
Yes, it does. And of course, KCBS, man, those guys are great. The way that they handled the opening briefing, everything, told them what to expect and everything.
Yeah.
So you guys put on a great event. And Gerald, I want to thank you for coming out and talking to us, and for being great hosts to us too.
Yeah, glad to have you out, and you guys are welcome for any event we do here.
Hey, I just got a quick question. If I don't take any ribs back to the boys in the studio, you think I'm going to get in trouble?
Just tell them you didn't get any.
That's going to do it for the 2024 Ribs on the Ridge. I want to thank City of Haines City for being such gracious hosts. And you know what? The Triple Crown of BBQ has been passed on, and there is a new champion. And if you guys don't mind, back in the studio, we're going to go eat, okay? And yeah, I promise I'll bring you some.